well. Happens to be the conclusion of the course, KHE205, and we'll be talking about safety. Okay, we want to look at the other side of safety, which is accidents. So, like I usually say, all the content we push out on this channel, basically for educational purpose and to inform, all right, for informative and educational purpose. Please do also subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Use the comment section to make the class interactive. For those of us that might not be aware that we have a private class where we walk you through all your courses from the semester, a lot of resource to keep you all set up for your exams and the semester entirely. Do also reach out to us on our official website, which is www.k205.net, where you get to the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner, push it directly to our DM and ask your questions, and we'll set you up to all go. With this being said, let's start straight into it. So we have KHE. Okay, we have KHE 205. Like I said earlier, we've been talking about safety before now. So let's look at the other side of safety, which we have accidents. Now, when we talk about accidents, simply means the opposite of, all right, safety. All right, but let's expand, let's elaborate on things basically. Now, when we say accidents, okay, what comes in mind? In as much as we are very conscious, all right, of the term safety, we also need to be conscious of the term accident as well. And I'll tell us why we need to be conscious of that. Accidents are said to be phenomena to which everyone, all right, every human is susceptible. All right, a phenomenon which everyone is said to be what? So, all right, so susceptible. Now, let's dissect this. Accident is said to be a phenomenon, all right? It's said to be a phenomenon where every one of us is likely to what? Be influenced, all right? Is likely to experience, definitely. In as much as we are humans, we are living beings. When we talk about accidents, it's very much likely, all right, as human, we are very much likely to experience it. Okay? In as much as we try everything possible to avoid it. Why? Have you ever wondered why? It still happens. Okay? But accidents now is of different categories and a different level. But the fact that we will not experience it as human is a big lie. All right? We all are, it's a phenomenon that we all are susceptible, all right, to. Now let's take a step further. Now, they could lead, okay, and this phenomenon that we are susceptible to could lead to some serious damages. All right, that's why I said it depends on the situation and the case. All right, the situation around the case or the event. Now, advancement in science and technology has increased the potential, all right, for these unpleasant situations, all right, which comes with consequence. Okay, advancement of science and technology All right, definitely there are things that happens now that does not really happen. All right, during like probably like 10 to 50 or 100 years before now. Right. So as advancement is happening, as human beings are becoming enlightened, so is the chances of accidents, all right, in the society and among humans, all right. So that, like I said, no matter how much we are trying to avoid it, they still happen, but it can be managed. Okay. So now everyone should develop competence in recognizing hazard in our environment, just like we all have the responsibility of, are we good? Just like each and every one of us are charged with the responsibility of protecting ourselves, all right, living safely, all right, living in safety. Eh? In as much as we are conscious about that, we also need to be conscious about there are hazards, all right? There are dangers lurking in our environment, and we must be aware of that. When we are aware of them, then the problem of resolving or the problem of avoiding or reducing the chances to the barest minimum will be very much easy. Okay, now let's continue. Accident has been defined as an unplanned, unintended, all right. So any unplanned, unintended, any unplanned, unintended, or unanticipated, all right, or unanticipated are any unplanned. Let's look at this. Something is not planned, all right. Something is not intended. A situation is not planned, not intended, and you were not even expecting, you were not anticipating that situation of act, all right, or events, which results in either injury or damages. Okay, which result in injury, which results, all right, in either injury or in we have either injury or damages. Okay, so any unplanned, unintended, unanticipated act which results in either injury or damages, we refer to such as accident. That makes it clear to us that accidental events or situations are not planned for, okay? They are not anticipated. Nobody anticipates accidents, okay? Nobody anticipates events that will cause damages and injuries. Or how come this event still unfold? We'll get to find out soon. Now, this definition appears to be deficient. It does not take into account the series of actions and events which resulted in some unanticipated or undesirable consequences. Now, let's take a step further. This means that focus should not be based mainly on the accident itself, but also on the unhealthy related conditions, such as, all right, the implication. Now, the following can be deduced from the definition. This definition, let's take some points. We have non-deliberate act. Okay, non-deliberate act, like I explained, it is not intentional. We also have unplanned events. It's not planned for it. Let me highlight all this very quickly. We have, it is not planned for, it is not deliberate. We also have unplanned, also unplanned, and undesirable. It's not, you did not anticipate it. It's not your desire that this event happens or unfolds. Now, this is one thing we must pay attention to. Safety education seeks to avoid events that lead to undesirable effects such as, okay, injuries and damages. All right. So to avoid accidents or reach it to its barest minimum, we are out there looking out for safety education. Okay. Safety education will what? Safety education seeks to avoid these accidental events. Okay. Seeks to avoid accidental, all right, accidental events. Like I said, when we equip ourselves with enough safety education, the chances of this accident happening will be reduced to the barest minimum. Okay? It will be reduced to its barest minimum. Now, classification, talk about the classification of accidents. So we have class of accidents. Let's take some classification of accidents. Now, accidents can be classified either by types such as motor vehicles, falls, machines, okay, and the environment. Now look at the following example with motor vehicle and fall accidents. So some of the classification of accidents, all right, can either be by types, which we have the likes of motor vehicle, we have fall, right, falls, and we also have machines. Okay, all these are types of accidents. Now, this type of accident, talking about the likes of vehicle, falls, machine, fire, all right, and the likes, are classes of accidents. Okay, these are the classes of accidents. Okay, okay. Now, one thing we need to understand that when we talk about the class of accidents, all these are actually types. Okay, if you have to go by the classes of accidents, then we have classes of accidents. We have accidents at work. Okay, accidents. We have, okay, accident at home. Okay, accident at home. Okay, we also have motor vehicle accident. Okay, these are classes of accidents. Now take note of this. Types of accidents are actually different from classes of accidents. All right, accident at work, accident at home, accident at school, accident in hospital, accidents tied to specific location and specific things are, all right, classes. All right. So now when we say accident at home, we can begin to talk about Probably you fell in the kitchen, or you slipped in the bathroom, or you broke a glass, or there's a fire accident in the kitchen or from the generator plant. This is this or those are the types of accidents. Okay, so now let's take a step further. Okay, so now those are the classes. So let's touch very quickly on the types. Okay, let's treat some types. Let's go a little bit deeper. So under the type, we have the likes of motor vehicle. All right, we have these involve all mechanical or electrically driven highway transport vehicles. In motors, both accidental events which result in some serious injuries. All right. So we have these are the types of accidents under any accident that involves motor vehicle, all right, is classified under the type of accident for motor vehicle. So we also have the fall accident. These are accidents which result from falling from one level to the other. All right, falling accidents. It involves falling from one level to the other. So we also have the likes of fire, burns, all right, or let's just say fire accident. Any accident associated with fire. Okay, we also have the machinery accident and the likes. Okay, so let's take a step further. Now, the other time I made mention of the classes. Okay, the classes, and under these classes we have the likes of home accident. Okay, we have workplace accident. Now, under this workplace accident, this include those accidents which arise out of and in the course of a gainful employment or work expert. Okay, accident that occurs when you are working at a place of work. Okay, work injuries to domestic servants, injuries occurring in connecting with farm are classified. Okay, any accident that happens when you are at work, any accident that happens when you are at home. We also have the likes of public accidents, all right, and the list goes on. Okay, so under the types of public accidents, we have the likes of it's all of these accidents basically intertwined. Right, there's some accidents that happen at home that can as well happen at work and can as well happen in the public. Okay, so they are all intertwined. So we have causes and what are the causes and what are the prevention. Okay, so we have causes and prevention. So by next week, hopefully, have this course and we are going to be treating some other course as we proceed. Okay, so very well. Causes of accidents. We have the risk factor, which is related to accidents. Okay, the risk factor. First, we have risk factor. Now, under these risk factors, we have risk associated work environment. Right? There are some work environment that they are not so conducive for working. There are a lot of dangerous, right, a lot of unethical things around there that any right step taken out of line can lead to accidents. Okay, something like bad staircase, all right, floors that are slippery. Okay, risk factors. There are risks associated with work environment, risks associated with environment, where we have bad staircase, we have bad floor or slippery floor. All right, all those things are can easily cause accidents at at a place of work. So we also have unsafe machinery. All right, unsafe machinery. A lot of machines are out there companies use. They are not safe and they are not enough protective when they are being used by different operators. Okay, so we have human factors. All right, we have human factors. What do we have under the human factors? Inadequate knowledge. Okay, the lack of knowledge might definitely lead to accidents. Inadequate knowledge. Okay, inadequate knowledge, also inadequate skills. These are the likes of human, all right, factors. Okay, so we have that as that. So very quickly, let's talk about the control, all right, and prevention. We need to talk about the causes. Actually, these are the causes. So what we're talking about now, we're going to be more of a prevention. Okay, so now accident prevention can be described as the preparation. Prevention can be described as the preparation, plans, and actions. Okay, we have accident prevention. Okay, we are still talking about the plan, the actions, and preparation. We have the actions, I have the preparation, the plan, preparation, the actions. Okay, that are taken to stop or avoid an accident. Okay, taken to stop or avoid an accident. Like I said earlier in one of our classes where I worked before now, nobody plans for fire accident or fire outbreak. When you get to the restaurant, there are fire extinguishers almost everywhere you turn to. And irrespective of that, there are these auto fire extinguisher different from the ones you have to take the cylinder and begin to press. And this one that there's the level the restaurants get to. There's no if there are no ventilation and it just gets too off, it automatically diffuses itself. Right, these are a lot of plans put in place in case, all right, there is a fire outbreak. This is a very good strategy for preventing of accidents. Okay, so we have that as that. So now, accident is bound to occur. Okay, so accident is bound to occur. So what we do most time, or what humans can do, is to put in measures to what to prevent, all right, or reduce the chances that accidents will occur to the barest minimum. Okay, so some of the preventions of accidents, like I said, there's a model called the behavioral model. Okay, the behavioral model for accident prevention. There's a model called the behavioral model for accident prevention, and it has four functions. Okay, now we have behavioral model, all right, for accident prevention. We have the identification of relevant causes, all right, identification of relevant causes. Okay, we have the prediction of their consequences, all right, prediction of their consequences. Okay, the prediction of their consequences. And we also have the decision upon a course of action. All right, decision taking. Then the last one is execution of decision. All right, execution. These are the 4 points listed under the model, the behavioral model of accident prevention. So, in our next class, we'll be elaborating more on this model as we will be dissecting how this model is used to prevent or reduce accidents to experience minimum. Thank you very much, everyone. You have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you in the tutorial. Bye for now.